Eric here with May Wes Manufacturing. Pavement is expensive. Protect that pavement with May Wes Poly Cutting Edge. We here at May Wes get a lot of questions about our May Wes Poly Cutting Edges. This video will help answer the most commonly asked questions. Question 1. Customers always ask, what material are May Wes cutting edges made from? And how long do they last? May Wes Poly Cutting Edges, also known as poly blades, are manufactured from virgin UHMW poly, one of the toughest, slickest plastics available. This is the same heavy-duty plastic we make our skid shoes and our G4 Stalk Stompers from. It is also used to make C&A Pro snowmobile skis, used by snowcross racers and even used in armor plating. May Wes UHMW poly cutting edges are much tougher and will last longer than competitors' rubber or reground poly blades. So exactly, how long will May Wes poly cutting edges last? This will depend on how often you use them, the thickness of your blade, the surface you are plowing, and what you are plowing. May Wes poly blades are used around the country by DOTs, cities, as well as commercial plowing services. They hold up very well for commercial, farm, and residential use. The poly blade on our shop truck was used for 2 winters before we flipped it over. Our parking lot does have some gravel, so that does wear it faster. May Wes poly cutting edges are intended to be used on paved surfaces. They are not intended for gravel surface. Gravel will wear them out faster. We normally drill the holes down the center of the blade so you can flip it over when one side wears out and get twice the life out of them. Some customers ask, what's the longevity of the poly blade versus metal blades? These blades have 2 entirely different purposes. Keep your metal blade and reinstall for pushing gravel, dirt, and other coarse material over unpaved surfaces. Use our poly cutting blade when you are plowing on paved surfaces. What can you plow with May Wes poly cutting edge? Most of our customers use poly cutting edges for plowing snow, but we've had some customers use them for plowing manure, fertilizer, as well as a wide range of application where you need to protect your pavement or concrete surfaces. Another question, does May Wes have a poly cutting edge available for my make and model of bucket or plow? We make every poly cutting edge custom, so we can make a poly cutting edge for just about every bucket, plow, or snow pusher out there. From ATV plows to state DOT snowplows, we've even made cutting edges for walk-behind snowblowers. What is the difference between a horizontal poly cutting edge and a vertical poly cutting edge? Horizontal cutting edges are designed for buckets, so they are beveled and the bolt holes are countersunk. Vertical cutting edges are designed for plows and the inside back of snow pushers. Standard holes are acceptable for vertical cutting edges. Vertical cutting edges are not beveled. Another commonly asked question, what thickness of poly cutting edge should I order? We offer poly cutting edges in 3/4 inch, 1 inch, or 1.5 inch thickness. The thicker the cutting edge, the longer it will last. If you are plowing your personal driveway, let's say just a few times a year, a 3/4 inch or 1 inch poly cutting edge would be satisfactory. If you're plowing snow commercially or pushing material other than snow, such as fertilizer and manure, we recommend going 1 1/2 thick for your longevity. How do I know how wide of a blade to get? Generally speaking, order a poly cutting edge that is the same width and length as your metal cutting edge. If you have space on your plow for a wide cutting edge, consider ordering a wider one as it will last longer. How far back is a bevel cut? The bevels for horizontal poly cutting edges are cut at a 45-degree angle. On a 3/4 inch thick cutting edge, the bevel starts 3/8 of an inch from the edge. On a 1 inch thick cutting edge, the bevel starts 5/8 inch from the edge, and on a 1.5 inch cutting edge, the bevel starts at 1 inch from the edge. At what depth are the counterbore holes cut? On 3/4 inch thick cutting edges, the counterbore will have a 0.45 inch material left. A 1 inch and 1.5 inch thick cutting edge, the counterbore will have a 0.65 inch material left. What information does May Wes need from me to place my custom poly cutting edge order? To place your order, you will need to know: do you need a beveled cutting edge for a horizontal or bucket installation? Or do you need a non-beveled cutting edge for a vertical snowplow installation? How wide and how thick of a blade would you like? We offer 3/4 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5 inch thick blades in 8, 6, and 4 inch widths. How long of a blade will you need? If your blade is longer than 94 inches, can we cut it in half to save on shipping? If it can't be cut in half, LTL shipping rates will apply. Would you like us to drill holes? If so, you will need to provide measurements for each hole. Measure from left edge as you are facing a cutting edge, and measure to the center of each hole. For example, hole 1 is X inches from the edge. Hole 2 is X inches from the edge. Please double check your measurements because custom orders cannot be returned. Being off by as little as 1/8 of an inch might not seem like much, but it adds up and can cause the hole to be misaligned.
It's made to order, so you guys, you call up and this is the guy that makes it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And so then you take my measurements, so if it's screwed up, it's not your fault, it's the guy that sent the measurements.
That's right.
Also, when you are writing down your measurements, please make sure you are reading your measuring tape correctly. If you do not know how to read a measuring tape, please see the link in the description below to watch our How to Read a Measuring Tape video. We normally drill the holes right across the center of the cutting edge. If you need them drilled off center or need the holes that are stacked vertically, please specify that with your order. For these situations, we suggest you send us a measured drawing with your order. Can I reuse my existing hardware, or can I order hardware from May Wes? In most cases, your hardware will be too rusty to reuse or may not fit our counterbore hole. We offer hardware kits that include a 5/8 mounting bolt, nut, and lock washer. Kits are available in 2 and 3 inch length bolts. They are sold per hole. We recommend that if you have an 1.5 inch thick cutting edge, you use 3 inch hardware kits. For all 3/4 and 1 inch poly cutting edges, we recommend the 2 inch hardware kits. I have a snow pusher. Can May Wes make skid shoes for the bottoms of my pusher? Yes. We can make custom 1.5 inch thick skid shoes for your snow pusher, just like we did with Larson Farms. We would need to know the length and width you would like. If you'd like us to drill holes, we will also need measurements for hole placement. Thank you for your interest in May Wes Poly Cutting Edges. For more information, please give us a call at 1-800-788-6483 or check us out on the web at www.maywes.com.